Hi guys, Ian and Jed here from Pantheon Games. We've got another box opening of Assault of Saiyans, set 7. So we also got some dash packs open as well. And as it is pre-release weekend, we also have the pre-release dash pack, so we'll crack and see what we get.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the OR.
Oh, so we've got Overwhelming Energy Broly. Double strike auto. When you play this card, if your leader card is a green Freezer's Army card, if there are 3 or more battle cards in play in your battle area, draw cards so you have 6 cards in hand. Activate main for 1 green, place this card in owner's drop area, choose up to 1 Brody BR card of energy cost of 7 from hand and play it.
Do you know what? I think that would be quite tasty in a Chile deck. Because you can wish that out.
Well, that's an interesting foiling actually.
Has it got like, oh yeah, it's like that kind of weird, like pebbled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice card.
Yeah,
you carry on, you do it.
We've got the Vegeta and the Cabba.
I've heard this one is pretty nice.
So full cost, dual attack. When you play this card, you lead a card as yellow. If your opponent has 4 more energy and a Cabba card is in play in your battle area, use up to 2 of your opponent's energy, switch them to rest mode, and cards chosen with this card's skill can't switch to active mode during the opponent's next charge phase.
That's a nice card. But then you are relying on them leaving energy up at the end of their turn.
They're normally going to, aren't they?
You could play a blue deck into it though, so you could like force them to D-Magic, and then you just play that after.
And the last one is Trunks. This is when this card attacks, look at the top 3 cards on the top of your deck, choose up to 1 blue Saiyan card among them, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. So it's basically like a Goten, but it's kind of toned down.
Yeah, it's 15k though.
And then it's 2
which
costs.
Is nice. The 2 cost 15k is value. I don't. How many was it? 3 down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty decent.
For a Saiyan, if you run like,
There's a lot worse cards that you could be using than that. And if at some point in the future they actually decide to do Trunks right, because they just continue, they keep what blows them out is there's loads of archetypes that they don't support that are still better than Trunks, who seems to get support all the time. He got set 2. He got the ultimate box. He's got this set. He's in 2 of the championship packs. We've had Trunkses.
Oh yeah.
And he's still terrible. Like it's madness. It's complete madness.
Complete madness. Right then.
I feel like they just, I don't know, because people love Trunks as well. He's like a fan favourite.
Well, also looks like he's going to be in Draft Box 4 as well, because of the SS3 Future Trunks looks like he'll be on the artwork. So everyone reckons he's going to be in the Draft Box as well.
Okay, so maybe he'll actually...
Maybe finally.
Yeah.
Right.
So you heard it first, keep your Trunkses.
Yeah.
Stop selling them for like 50p.
Right, start cracking them.
Yeah, let's go.
So it's got the new Goku Black.
This is a card. This is a great card. Borgos, isn't it?
This is the red Borgos. It's a new old school Broly.
And the best card in the set.
Do you want to talk about it for a minute?
Yeah, I mean, so let me just double check that I am getting this correct. So it's a 2-drop. It's a Desire card, which is almost irrelevant because you're going to be playing it primarily in either Pan or Baby Vegeta. And he allows you to run through your deck. Is it your deck? No, drop area. That's even stronger. So from your drop area, play a 3 or less Saiyan card with 15,000 power or less and play it. If you played a card, choose up to 2 Dragon Ball cards from your deck, add them to your hand. So you can just play like 4-star balls in your deck. That's like just grabbing 5Ks, which is insanely strong already. But just be able to play like Digging Deep, Burst Attack. I'm blanking, but there are a buttload more targets. The GT Goku that becomes a 4-drop.
Oh yeah, so there you go.
It's so strong. It's disgusting.
Although some people are saying that this set does feel a bit more like a theme set. So you've kind of got the Raditz and Nappa early kind of saga. You've got the Goku Black. You've got old school Broly. Then also you've got some interesting cards like Yajirobe Line and Weight, which is designed just to kill a 6-drop Vegeta.
So mad.
Which, when you actually look at the rest of the cards, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's for the SR, right? The green red SR.
So yeah, you kill the 8 Vegeta.
Yeah.
And then you get to play the SR, because also you need another card that comes into that is Powerball, which when that's out, the 8 Vegeta can come out for 3 rather than 6, and this can be played off of a 3-drop red Vegeta.
I do like this little kind of combo, because I like the fact with that Vegeta as well. When it's every time he swings, they drop 2 cards, not on play. So it also weirdly can get around Tau, because you can play it without having to worry about dropping, like yourself, and then you can Krillin away the Tau and then swing in. So it's not like you're not being stung by autos, which I find is a lot of the problem with hand control decks at the moment, is that the autos just kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool art type, right?
Then also you got start of U6, blue and yellow.
This is a great card. I'm so glad Bandai learned from their mistakes as well, because the wording on this card is great. So it says, when you play this card from your hand, your opponent chooses one card from their hand, sends it to their warp. Then activate main. Send this card to its owner's warp at the start of your next main phase. If your leader card is a yellow U6 card, play the card that was sent to the warp using this skill. So basically hit comes back. But they've worded it as play from your hand.
So, yes, the order doesn't trigger twice.
Otherwise, it would have just been Loop City, and people would just be making you drop every single turn.
Also, new Gohan leader, which looks really interesting. Activate main once per turn, burst 2. Choose one card in your life, add it to your hand. If your opponent has 5 or more life, deal damage to them. Which is ridiculous.
First time it's ever been on a leader. Any actual burn damage is the first time.
And then 4 or less, flip over, draw 2. And then auto, sparking 5. When this card attacks, draw a card. Once per turn, when one of your battle cards activates Alliance, which is where you tap the cards down to add their power to their base power, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards of 30,000 power or less and KO it.
Real strong.
And then activate main once per turn, choose 3 cards in your hand, place in the drop area, choose all of your red and green battle cards, then both of the chosen cards and this card get 10,000 power after the turn.
No, I think this is really, really strong, and I don't think people are talking about it enough. Because if you've got 3 cards on the board, say you drop, even if you drop 3 5Ks, that's only 15,000 combo power. And if you have 3 cards on the board, you're gaining 40,000 power. That is so extreme. Because I remember when it first came out, I think it's still at the moment, I feel like people are talking about it negatively, like, oh, but you have to drop 3 cards. It's like, yeah, but you're gaining, at the very minimum, 25,000 combo power.
And if you had a Fearless Pan out, everyone's got double strike plus 10k power.
Ridiculous.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is pretty stupid.
And then we've got new Betrayal of the Master, some more extra cards for Zamasu. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards of energy cost greater or equal to your opponent's energy and turn it down his hand.
Never played. Not good enough.
And then really cool green counterplay. It's a rare, which I thought was a bit weird and I found out. Counterplay, permanent. If there's a multicolored card in your energy, reduce the cost of this card by your hand by 1. And when you play this card during your opponent's turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less. KO it, and your opponent chooses one card in the hand and sends it to their wall.
Really strong.
So it's a bit similar to Preemptive Strike. You can get out of the 2, but it can kill anything on the board, not the card they just played.
And it swings. So
and they lose a card as well. So it's
really
just
good.
Yeah.
Really good. All these 3-drop negates are excellent. I say negates, counterplays is the word. But they're all really great.
So then we've got another counterplay. The leader is yellow, draw 2 cards. Then you start seeing the multicoloured cards. So you've got the blue-yellow Kefla, and it seems that blue-yellow U6 is going to be real strong. Another thing.
Yeah, this card's great, isn't it?
Added.
This is a shame, this card, because this had the potential to be good if it was just overwhelmed for free, but because you have to pay for it. I know they're trying to balance the infinite rare, but having to pay 1 to take a life and get a 15k swing for 1 turn seems really terrible when Black Mass Saiyan can swing over and over again every turn for 1, and it has the other effect where it basically shuts down chain attack.
Yeah.
So this just seems pretty
nerf. New thing people call Saviour combos, where each colour has ones. This is Sorrowful Strike Tien Shinhan. When you combo this card and your leader card is green, you may choose one card from your hand and place it in your drop area. If you do, choose one. Choose up to 3 battle cards with energy cost of 3 or more power, 3 or more and power of 35k or less from your drop area. Place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Or choose one battle card in your opponent's drop area, return it to your opponent's deck, and your opponent shuffles their deck.
It's like Janemba hate, really, isn't it?
But it also helps Shenron because
that's true.
World Peace Tiger stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's a bit like what King Yemma did, but
I think that'll be like a side at best, and I feel like there's probably often better options. But if we go into a format where Janemba becomes super dominant again, then maybe they'll start seeing loads of play.
And more of U6. I think the Namekians.
I think the Namekians are dreadful. they've really underserved them again. They don't like the Namekians. I don't know what Bandai's problem is. They're one of the coolest archetypes.
And then they've got the Great Ape Vegeta we mentioned earlier on, where you want him out, Yajirobe kills him, and then you get to play the 6-drop red-green Vegeta.
And then again, one of the best cards in the set. It's essentially poor man's Mutaito.
So counterplay, there's a mark-colored card on your energy, reduces the energy cost by 1, so it becomes a 2-drop. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, switch it to rest mode, then draw one card of your opponent's turn.
So basically, just like Mutaito, it gets around deflect. But obviously, you cannot play Mutaito in the U6 decks. Well, you can in Hit, but you can't in Vegeta Kaba because it has the restriction.
U6
so this
Vegeta.
Obviously can be played and is really great. 2 energy, it is steep, but
you draw a card.
Yeah.
And it's going to swing next turn, like you said.
Yeah, it's a good card. It's a really good card. It's really, really
you
good
just
card.
crack on your crack.
Yeah. You sure?
Yeah.
It's a really good card. And it's nice to see Champa get... Oh, did you just get the secret? Oh, no.
It's just SPR. The Broly Tragedy Foretold, arrival for red-green. That's ridiculous.
That is a beautiful.
Only one Broly Tragedy Foretold can be played in your battle area, and you can't play this card from any area unless Dormant Legends in your drop area. When you play this card, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and they get minus 15k power to the end of this turn. Wow.
That card's disgusting.
When your opponent combos, you may choose one card in your opponent's combo area and place it in its own drop area. If you do, negate the skill duration of the turn. Wow.
Really, really good.
And interestingly, it just mentioned Dormant Legend, which is a new fill card. You can't place this card. You can't place cards under this card except for this card's skill. When a card in your life is added to your hand or placed in your drop area during your opponent's turn, place the top card of your deck under this card. If there are 3 or more cards under this card, place this card in your drop area, choose up to 1 red Broly of energy cost of 4 from your deck and play it, and then shuffle your deck.
These SPRs are nice, aren't they? Holy shit.
Real nice. So that'll probably be one of the new Brolys. So he's also got a rival.
He's really good.
Rival red-green for 1 red. When you play this card, minus 10k. And again, when your opponent combos, choose one card in hand, place it in your drop area. If you do, choose one of your opponent's cards in the combo area and pop it in the drop.
I mean, this is the leader that goes with this. I mean, he has inherent crit in the front, but I do know people have been playing Baby Vegeta and using the what's it called? Using the is it Endless Evolution that takes away the green evolve cost?
Yeah.
So that you can take away. I think it's like, I don't know what card, it's one of the Brolys, but you take away, I think, was it this?
That's what evolving.
Oh no, it is this, because you just take away the green cost, and then it costs only red.
Oh, okay.
So then it just basically costs 2 red.
Right.
It costs 4 red to play it, so very strong. I've got the Trunks here, kind of like a Time Patrol replacement, but unfortunately you draw 2 and you drop 1. Unfortunately you have to put in the warp. Which means I don't think it's as good as people are saying it is, but you know, it is what it is. Time Patrol is better because you keep the other card in your deck. And then that's the green Orgus.
So once per turn, when your opponent switches energy back to active during their turn, that's non-awakened skill, you get to kill one of their energies.
Cybermen.
Interesting thing would be the Cybermen, which is a blocker. You can include as many of these in your deck as you like, and they're 1-drop 4Ks. When its card is KO to one of your opponent's battle cards for an energy cost of 1 or less and KO it. Because there's a Napper, isn't there, that basically just spams them.
Best green leader in the game, possibly?
Ridiculous.
I mean, green's always been like shit on me. Green's like the worst colour. I don't know why they don't support green properly. But this card's insane because it has an inherent negate on the backside, so you can burst 7 and negate an attack once per turn. I know 7 cards is a lot, but if if you're really what's the word?
Up against it.
Yeah, up against it. I mean, it's often that could win you the game. You could mill 7, have 2 rleft, win the next
thing.
turn.
You can't use overall, which is obviously they can't balance that. Vegeta.
Got the Tower.
Oh, nice.
Mate, this card's amazing. So basically, it's counterplay. When your opponent plays a card, you tap 2 and you put down a revenge blocker. I mean, if they've tapped out for whatever they play, that ends a turn, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
So I wonder if we'll see then more cards that says cannot be blocked and stuff like that.
Yeah, probably. Decent Kaba, 1-drop yellow, draw card. I mean, and it's Kaba.
Goes in U6,
so it's decent. Not much more than there, actually.
So we've got just a green Sun Goku Searcher like Kind-Hearted. This is an interesting one. A new counter. So Vegeta making an entrance. Counter. Choose 3 battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or more power, and power of 35k or less in your draft area. Place it at the bottom of your deck in any order. Play this card. This card can only be played from any area using counter skills. Only one can be played in your battle area.
I like it. It's a great sideboard card for any deck that goes wide.
Yeah.
Goes wide early anyway. Best card in the set. It's probably not. I just like it. It's just a silly card. I mean, if you can drop this turn 1 in Demigod deck, by turn 3 you can You can start keeping stuff out, and if you awaken, it's probably going to get silly. Especially if you can keep out big old 8-drop fill. I mean, what a silly card.
Charles Wish replacement. Assembling the squad. If you lead a card as a Shenron card, choose 1 battle card from your deck with an energy cost of 2 or less power, or with 15 or less power, 15 or less power, 2 cost less, I beg your pardon, and 15 power less, and shuffle your deck. So you can get out veggies with that.
Okay.
You can start with the Cabba Chain.
And then I got the Kefla, which is the big old bastard that comes out off of the 2 4-drop. Khalifa and Kale. Jesus Christ, the names, right? This has Aegis. I think it's pronounced Aegis or Aegis, whichever it is. Which lets you get your 2 energy back. But the awesome thing about this card is that when it activates Aegis, so you can do this once per turn in a battle step, you choose up to 3 of your opponent's energy and switch them to rest mode. So if they've stacked energy up in the hope of dropping these new 2-drop counters, it's like, nope, they sit down. They're really strong.
Another SR, Piccolo Special Beam Cannon Unleashed. Permanent. If you have a green Sun Goku card with 20k power in play in your battle area, and Piccolo Special Beam Cannon Unleashed isn't in play in your battle area, you can play this card from your hand without paying energy cost. Once per turn, choose 1 Sun Goku card with 20k power or more in your battle area, and place it in its drop area. Choose 1. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less, ignoring barrier and KO it. If you KO the card, your opponent chooses 2 cards in the hand placed in the drop area. That's ridiculous. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So it's almost like another version of Kami's Power, except with the barrier.
It's not as strong because you have to kill the Goku for the effect.
Yeah.
But people have found a really effective way of using it in Pan. So what you do is you play the 2-drop 15k vanilla Goku from set 2.
Oh yeah.
And then you get it out of your deck with Trunks, the Dimension Support, whatever it's called, the one that gets the 2-drop out and gives it 5k. So you play the Trunks, get 15k attacker. That brings out the Goku. He's now 20k because Trunks gives him 5k. He's also crit, so he swings for crit. Then you get to play Piccolo for free because the Goku's on board. Then you pop the Goku in and apply one of the effects. Very strong. And then he swings. He hasn't got double, has he? But he's still 20k. Cool card in the Kappa deck. I mean, it's not like a necessity or anything, but it is a decent card. It's a searcher. Much like the Trunks that's in the dash pack, it's 2-drop 15k and it looks at top 3, I think. Top 2, but you get to keep them and drop them.
Hey, sexy people. Hey, boys.
It's also got counter attack rare, which is one of the drop negates.
Yes. I don't really like it.
So basically, you can play it in your drop area by paying the energy cost of 1 yellow.
You can drop a card.
So you can negate the attack and then activate this card. You can't activate Restrain for duration of the turn.
And this one's effect is so poor. When you activate this, where's the...
negate the attack and choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 1 or less to rest mode.
Dreadful. Denial of Hope is excellent. This is a much better use of your energy. Basically, this is Preemptive Strike for Red, which is madness. Red's getting so much buff, it's crazy.
The Raditz Leader special card, Double Sunday. If you the card is Raditz, it gets 15k power, throws into the battle, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 2 or less and KO it.
Strong. It's a shame Raditz is absolute shit, isn't it? He doesn't draw on the front. It's madness.
Maybe something will work, you never know.
Oh, you got a nice one here, man. So we got that Broly Rapid Barrage foil, which is really nice. Really, really nice.
Also got foil, I reckon Jed will want this, the Vanilla Vegeta.
Vegeta, that's nice, isn't it? It's a nice card. Also got one of my favourite cards in the set, the Kai 1-drop. So it can be tutored to Toki, which is awesome, so you get a blocker out. It means you could possibly run less negates, increasing your 5k count. The only thing is it has no combo power, so if it gets stuck in hand, you have to play it, otherwise you're getting no value.
got the red-green Piccolo and Goku with Alliance. So you gain equal power to the cards you put into rest mode, and if one of them was a Sun Gohan youth, you then get to draw 2 cards and gain the card gains critical.
Cool. Oh, great SR in here. So this is another one of the new Broly's. I'm just trying to remember the effect. It's done, it's burned. So during your turn, this card gets 5k power and can attack cards in active mode, which is insane already. And then when your pet activates a counter skill, deal 1 damage to them.
Oh, that's
so that is super strong. That is really, really strong.
And so it seems like the destruction rares, you get a rare and an ISR in the same pack. So you've got max speed Kaioken Son Goku, which is counterplay, reduce the cost by 1 if you've got multicolored. When you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, it gets minus 10k for duration of the turn. And if opponent's turn, jump to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 5k for duration of the turn. So you can potentially come out for 2 and kill something, and then one of the infinite Saiyan rares, the Son Goku Saiyan Transcendence, which is the black one, which no Jed wants.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
So double strike, Zen Evolve for 1 over a
so you can evolve over Crisis Crusher, which I think is the best thing you can do. But the fact that the double strike is fine, the reason I like it is you get to put 4 black battle cards from your warp back in the drop. So if on your awaken turn, you can overwhelm the first time, then awaken, get your turn energy back. You can evolve for him, put your 4 back in, then use Demigra's effect to put 3 back in, and you're at 7, and you can Scientist Fu, or just 1 more for the big old Dark Vanisher Fu. So really, really strong. I love these cards. So these cards get around the energy exhaust, so all multi-color cards are energy exhaust. But with these, if you have a red or green in your energy that isn't this card, then if you play this in your energy, it doesn't exhaust, which is fantastic.
On the SR, Khalifas, double strike during your turn, end of the battle, you combo this card to up to 1 yellow Khalifa card in your battle area and play on top of it. So it has a similar evolve cost like the 4-drop Bardock 8 did. And then when you play this card, choose to one of your opponent's battle cards, already switches to rest mode.
We've got 2 cool cards in this pack. So we got the Goku, which you haven't seen yet, which is crazy. He's a 1-drop Black Negate. Again, you can evolve the Infinite Saiyan Rare on top of him. He can also be. Oh, is it 3 or more? Oh, so you can. Sorry. He can be circulated in your deck using Power Burst, so you can grab them back, which is nice. But again, the 0 combo power. I know it's to balance him, but Jesus, it hurts a lot. It makes me not want to play it, and I know it's a good card. And then I got the Super Vegeta. That's actually not what this card does. When this card attacks, if your opponent has 3 or more energy, choose up to 3 blue or yellow battle cards in your energy and combo with them. Okay, so there must be cards that when combo from energy let you put stuff back in. When you combo with a battle card using this card's skill and your leader card is blue, if you have 3 or more battle cards in your combo area, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and energy, switch into rest mode. Those cards can't be switched out of mode during your opponent's next charge phase. So really good if they have loads of stuff up, but if it's all tapped down, it's not particularly excellent.
Another new interesting green negate, hidden power of the Saiyans. If your leader card is green, your opponent may place the battle card they're playing in its owner's drop area instead of playing it. If they didn't, your opponent chooses 2 cards from their hand and places them in the drop area.
Very good.
So it gives them a choice, but potentially they're definitely using something.
You have to play it now.
Look at that.
So you got your nice Broly SR, and then this pack also has another red one. We've only had 2 so far. We've only seen the yellow and the red, right?
Yeah.
I think the red might have a better effect. When you activate this, negate the attack, and one of your battle cards gets plus 5k. That's much better. That's much stronger. Oh, double Sunday foil. Very nice.
So maybe I have to play Raditz then. So
Yeah.
got a double Sunday foil. And also got the new hit leader, which is interesting, who's yellow. Once per turn, choose 1 card in your life out to your hand, so it's self-awakening. Choose up to 1 blue or yellow U6 card, energy cost of 1 from your hand and play it. So you've got the cavern stuff to get you draw 1 and turn energy up. And then this side, when this card attacks, draw a card. Great. When your opponent's leader card flips back to its front, choose up to 1 blue or yellow U6 card in your drop area of energy cost 3 or less and play it. And then once per turn, choose one card in your hand and place it in your drop area. Choose up to one blue or yellow U6 card in your hand. Energy costs 2 or less and play it.
Strong. The flipping back is insane. I've got the Kale. God, I can't remember their damn names. The Kale. So these are great because you can just combo with them and put them on top of your evolve them on your lower cost ones and get out these insane 20k crit beaters. But the beauty of this is with the Champa-Vados SR, these become 0 cost combos.
Oh,
so they're just
free,
like spamming them out. Yeah. Really strong.
Got the Last Resort Vegeta, which when you play it, you can activate a Power Ball from your deck for free, which then allows you to start playing with the 8 Vegeta and then hopefully into the SR Vegeta.
Then the blue negate. I imagine it's one of each colour per box. So this one's effect is negate the attack, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 1, return to his owner's hand. That's officially the worst one, because why on earth would you want to put a 1-drop back? 1-drops are cantrips. So like, oh yeah, play and draw a card again. That's perfect. That sounds excellent.
The Raditz Leader, which Jed thinks is trash. When you choose this, when this card attacks a leader card, your opponent chooses one card from the hand and sends it to their warp. So dropping the card every time it swings, but you don't draw. Look at the top 5, so once per turn, activate main. Look at the top 5 cards at the top of your deck, choose up to 1 red or green, Raditz, Vegeta or Nappa, add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck, then you have to drop a card, switch one energy when you flip him. Same thing on the other side, they warp a card, and then once per turn, choose one red or green Saiyan card.
You don't get to draw on the back either?
No, neither.
Good lord. How is he playable? I don't know how you play him. But we got the nice Goku 1-drop gate in full, which is nice.
Get the Broly Infinite Saiyan Rare, which is amazing. Activate main 4 energy, destroy Broly's ring in your area and play it. When you play him, you get a 7 cost Broly card. So it went from your hand, you get to play it for free, and then when he gets destroyed or you lose him by skill, you get another Broly ring back out.
This one's playable. The green one's playable. It kills a 1-drop. It's actually decent. That's a really good turn 1 play in Slug. Yeah. Because you just play it, you just negate the attack, kill the 1-drop, whatever they played, and then you just get to recycle it later. That's actually decent.
And then we've got the 2-cost, would be 2-cost multicoloured Gohan negate. When you play this one, choose one card in your opponent's battle area, any cost of 4 or less, turn it in his hand. Then if it's your opponent's turn, choose to one of your blue energies, switch to active mode. So effectively going to cost you 1.
This is my last one. So I've just got one of the Zamasu cards. I'm actually unsure as to what this card does. I don't think it's relevant.
So it does seem to be correct. You do get 3 Infinite Saiyan rares per box. We've then got the Kefla. So activate main for 2, choose one card from your hand, place it in the drop area, play this card from your hand. So that's pretty damn good.
It's a cool card.
When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignore and barriers, which is to rest mode. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO.
I think once we get a viable mono yellow deck, that will see play 100%.
Yeah,
100%. It's too decent. It does so much for 4 cost. It's just a shame they're restricted to mono decks.
Maybe they're trying to make you still play mono rather than multicolour.
Yeah. This is an incredible card.
So this is really 4-drop Raditz. When you play this card, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards for energy cost of 3 or less, KO them. Then your opponent chooses one card from their hand equal to the number of cards you KO'd with this skill into their war.
Really good card.
Awesome.
Really good card. So much value for 4 energy, and it's only a rare. I would have, because the actual Super Raditz, the 1-drop, is considerably worse than that. they should have buffed him ever so slightly and made him a Super.
Yeah.
He's super good.
Anyway, that was the box. No secrets this time.
No, but you did get that amazing Broly. I mean, that is a beautiful card.
Yeah, that is lovely.
And if that isn't telling you to play Red Broly, I don't know what is. You also got Foil Leader.
Yeah,
you've got to play that deck.
That's it.
You also got the other SR. I mean, come on. This is fate.
Right, well, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.
Bye.